Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Table Talk. My name is Christopher Borrow, and I'm reporting for the Star Herald. With me is Starr Lehl from the city of Scottsbluff, and Renae Garton from the city of Gering. And we're just going to discuss the Halloween plans for their respective cities and local business associations. So, first of all, thank you both very much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
For sure.
absolutely.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys have planned for Halloween this year?
Starr, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. So we are going to have the Trick or Treat Street this year, like we have done in the past. It is in downtown Scottsbluff on Broadway. And since Halloween is on a Sunday this year, we're moving our Trick or Treat Street to October 29th, which is a Friday. So in Scottsbluff, it'll be 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And kids are encouraged to go down Broadway, down one side and down the other. And we hope that a lot of our merchants have candy and things available for them. Merchants will have an orange pumpkin in their window if they're participating in giving candy. And they'll have a teal pumpkin in their window for allergy-friendly treats for the kids.
Oh, that definitely sounds like a good
Yeah,
idea. Good
you
way to
never know.
differentiate. And how about you, Erin?
We also will be doing our downtown trick-or-treating on the 29th, since the Halloween falls on the weekend. Ours will be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. On 10th Street, from the railroad tracks all the way down to Gering Valley Plumbing, which is on K Street, I believe. And then we also have several people set up in the Gering Civic Center parking lot for trunk-or-treat. The police department, the fire department, and then any other businesses that choose to participate. I'll be asking the businesses on North 10th Street if they'd like to come down and participate in that also. So it's just so fun seeing the kids coming in and out of businesses and all dressed up, and the families participating. It's just so much fun. And then any business that is participating this year will have an orange trick-or-treat participant sign in their window. So look for those.
Sounds smart. So getting some of those more northerly businesses to come over into the
Yeah.
heart of the downtown area.
Exactly.
Now, this definitely seems to me like to be an after-school type of event. Is that the sort of vibe that you guys are going for?
Well, I just looked at the school calendar and they don't have school that day. So they can just plan all day their costumes, get them on, and come to downtown Gering and downtown Scottsbluff and have a great time. So
Even better.
we're just really encouraging everyone to come out, families, and we don't know what it's going to be COVID-wise, so we encourage them to go in family groups and try to stay about 6 feet apart. But you know that never happens. It's kind of chaotic, but the kids have such a great time.
Yes,
Again,
they
it's
do.
fun looking at the different costumes and things that they can come up with. So, yeah, I had a kid come to my door years ago. He was all black, and he had like Barbie dolls all over him. And I said, "What are you?" And he said, "I'm a chick magnet." I loved it. I mean, you know, sometimes you have to ask.
It's very clever.
So yeah, there's a lot of great costumes out there.
Yeah, and it's funny, my phone started ringing last week already about, you know, are we having this? A couple businesses have contacted me already, and they're all excited. They just love having the kids coming in and out, and so
Yeah.
it is a fun time for everybody.
In terms of numbers, how many businesses would you say have been shown interest in participating so far? If you got a list.
We, on our Facebook page, the Gering Merchants Association on Facebook, we put out a list of participating businesses. So we have, it's grown every year of people who want to participate. So I try to keep that updated as people call and verify that they're going to be participating. So very few don't. Last year, because of COVID, quite a few didn't, but you know, it's just up to each individual business. We don't try to pressure anybody into doing anything they don't want to. So,
Yeah. And there was a lot of back and forth last year whether we should have it or not, and we went ahead with it. And I think it was very successful, and as far as I know, there weren't any major outbreaks or anything after that. So most of the downtown Scottsbluff businesses really get into it as well and just make it a fun time for our kids. And, you know, one thing, you know, it's 25 miles an hour downtown Scottsbluff, but we're really asking people to really slow down, because kids do tend to dart out in front of the cars, and talked about maybe even closing the street for it, but at this time the street's going to be open, and we just are asking motorists and citizens to watch the traffic for the kids.
Right, you have to make sure that all the kids are being kept safe.
Yeah.
And Chief Holtis has, the last few years, has had an officer at the corner of 10th and M, having an officer there to kind of direct traffic and make sure the kids are getting across that busy street safely. So that is a concern also, is the traffic, but we have our bases covered too, so.
All right, that's definitely awesome to hear. In terms of decorations, if I was a child going out there with my little pumpkin bag and my costume on, what would I be able to see and experience?
Well, it's like going door to door in the neighborhood, only it's downtown businesses, so maybe they don't have to walk quite as far from business to business. But I think they just really enjoy it, and a lot of times the parents go and they see different things inside a store that, oh, I didn't know they had that, or didn't know they had this. And sometimes it's a great kind of a marketing thing.
Yeah, it's good exposure
as
for
well,
your business.
because there are some new businesses downtown Scottsbluff and Gering that a lot of people aren't aware of.
And I've covered some of them too.
You have, and you know, they're smaller businesses, and so they don't have a lot of signage or whatever outside of their business, but the downtowns are definitely filling up.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
All right, that's definitely good to hear. Can you tell me a little bit about, you know, other types of activities that are in the downtown area? Because I know I heard something about like pumpkin patches or window decorating stuff. Is there going to be like businesses going all out this year?
You know, they might. I haven't really heard. I'm sure a lot of them will be decorating their windows, and kind of for the holiday season, for Halloween, and then going into fall, Thanksgiving, and then of course Christmas. So I think they do, and I think that is another way that they're able to draw customers into their store.
Yeah. All right. There's different businesses that definitely get into it more than others, so it just kind of varies, yeah.
Now, in terms of last year, I know you're talking about how, you know, some businesses were a little bit concerned about whether you should allow, you know, big groups of students coming in there. Have there been any major changes to sort of the Halloween experience this year? Like any, I don't know, like new regulations on like how trick-or-treaters can sort of participate, stuff like that? Or any types
I don't really think so. We are very aware of the current situation going on with COVID last year, and we will continue to work very closely with the health department as we get closer to Christmas, touching base with them and seeing where their guidelines are, and staying within those and making sure that everyone is safe above and beyond anything.
All right, it's definitely good to hear. And let's see, is there any more information that you think would be good to include? Any other activities that have been going on, like maybe not necessarily specifically Halloween focused, but like in late September or early October?
I can't think of anything for then, but there is the Christmas market that's going to happen in downtown Scottsbluff, December 4th. So we've got that coming up, and we're looking for vendors for that market. It will happen in the 18th Street Plaza. And I guess for Halloween, just to remind everybody again that it's Friday the 29th, not on the 31st, because obviously none of the businesses are open on Sunday.
Okay.
So the trick-or-treat street will be Friday, October 29th.
I was wondering
Scottsbluff
about
from
that.
4 to 6.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because you want to be sure that businesses can also, you know, help sell their goods to
Absolutely.
not only the kids, but also the parents. Because I understand, you know, a lot of businesses might not necessarily see children as their main clientele, but if you get the parents involved,
Right.
they can come in and they can
Yes.
shop a little.
Yes.
All right, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you both very much for
Thank you.
helping out.
Appreciate it.
It's nice to talk to both of you.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me today. Again, this is Renae Garton with the Games Munchers Association and Starr Lehl with the Downtown Scottsbluff Association. And I am Christopher Bora with the Star Herald. For more community news and information, you can visit starherald.com or pick up our print editions wherever they are available. Thank you very much.